Hello and a big welcome back to the Wee Larder channel. Today we're going to be making a delicious rhubarb and pear crumble. I absolutely love this crumble. It is definitely one of my favourite crumbles, and it's really nice to have it this time of year when we have so much rhubarb growing in the garden. It is so good. So to get started, we're going to pause at these lovely ingredients here. You don't need too much for this recipe. It's a real simple recipe as well. If you don't have the vanilla bean paste, you can actually use vanilla essence as well. So we're going to add all of our butter into a large pan here, and we're just going to melt that down. We're then going to add in all of our rhubarb, and you can see I have chopped up quite chunky here. So we're going to cook this down on a medium heat for about 5 minutes. We don't want to cook it down until it's like a mush. We still want a good bit of bite about it, because it is going to cook down further in the oven when we bake it then as well. So we're just going to give that a stir through with the butter there. And we're just going to pour all of our sugar in as well. It does look like quite a lot, but it is quite a big crumble, so don't be too put off by the amount of sugar that's going in here. You could also try using coconut sugar if you wanted to try that, maybe a little bit healthier for you. So we're going to give that a good stir through. We're just going to basically cook this for about 5 minutes or so until the sugar has all completely dissolved as well. We're also going to add in our vanilla bean paste. Now, as I said before, if you don't have vanilla bean paste, you can also use vanilla essence. That would work really well in this recipe too. We're just going to cook that away until you can see that all the sugar has dissolved, and the rhubarb should be slightly soft but not mushy. We're also going to add in our pears as well, so we're just going to add that in at the end of the cooking time and just cook that for maybe a minute or so. We do not want to cook this for very long because the pears will go really mushy if you cook it for any length of time, so we just want to add those in just in the last minute or so. We're then going to pour our rhubarb and pear mixture into our dish for the oven, and we're just going to leave that to cool slightly just while we make the crumble topping. It doesn't have to be completely cold when you add on the crumble topping, but I like it to cool a little bit and just flatten it out as well in your tray. So just leave it to cool. Try not to pinch any. It is super delicious at this point. Speaking from experience here. So we're just going to flatten that down and set that to the side. So to start making our crumble, we're going to add all of our butter. You could also use margarine in this recipe as well into a mixing bowl. And we're going to add our flour, or our sugar rather, as well, and our flour in there too. And we're just going to start rubbing our flour into our butter, or our flour and our sugar into our butter. So once you have a breadcrumb type consistency, we're going to add in our almonds. Now it is quite a thick kind of crumble topping, so it's not going to be too dry in your fingers. So you're looking for this kind of texture here. If you just try and break up any big lumps as well, just so that it is quite a fine crumbly topping. And we're just going to add all of that over the top of our topping there as well. We've also added in our flaked almonds there too. I don't know why I didn't get that on video, sorry about that. But we've added our flaked almonds, our sugar, our ground almonds, and also our flour into here. So if you just sprinkle that all over the top and just make sure you give it a good flatten down as well. You don't want it to be too firm, but you want it to be a little bit firm on the top, so just press it down lightly but not too much. And we're then going to bake that in the oven at 160 for approximately 20 to 30 minutes, and it should look nice and golden brown on the top like this and be bubbling out of the edges. And I just love this rhubarb crumble. It is so delicious. The kids love it. We had this one with custard, but it's also really nice with ice cream, with whipped double cream, also works really well. It's also really good just on its own as well, and it even works cold too, and I know because I have been pinching it out of the fridge. It's so delicious. I hope you enjoy this recipe. If you did, please feel free to give this video a big thumbs up, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see more recipes like this, please feel free to subscribe if you click the little bell next to it. I will see you guys again soon. And if you enjoy Scottish recipes, please feel free to pop over to my website angiemilne.com, where you can pick up a copy of my free traditional Scottish cookbook. It's got 10 of my favourite delicious Scottish recipes in there. So you pop in your email and it'll be sent to your inbox. I'm also over on Instagram, so please feel free to pop over and say hello as well. And if you have any questions, drop me a comment below, or you can drop me an email at any time too. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. Take care everyone, lots of love, bye bye.